Essentials of legal rights. Legal rights. Legal rights are fundamental entitlements granted and protected by the law, ensuring individuals' freedoms, opportunities, and protections within a society. These rights encompass civil, political, economic, social, and cultural dimensions. They include rights to life, liberty, equality, property, due process, freedom of speech, and more. Legal rights serve as a safeguard against arbitrary actions by individuals, institutions, or governments, promoting fairness, justice, and the rule of law. In a peaceful society, legal rights establish a framework for resolving disputes, upholding human dignity, and fostering social harmony. They empower citizens to participate in decision-making, express their opinions, access education, work, and enjoy a decent standard of living. By empowering people to seek solutions and protection, laws help create a stable and harmonious environment in which conflicts can be resolved through the law rather than through violence or coercion. Essentials of legal rights. Legal rights are the principles that protect a person's interests and ensure social justice, fairness, and justice. These terms describe the key features that define legal rights. 1. Legal recognition. The law needs to be recognized and incorporated into the law of the country. It is contained in laws, regulations, international agreements and statutes, and provides individuals with clear rights granted by the judiciary. 2. Applicability. An important aspect of laws is their authority. People should be able to take legal action or seek protection when their rights are violated. Courts and tribunals play an important role in ensuring the protection of legal rights. 3. Universal application. The law applies generally to all people covered by the law, regardless of background, personality, or social status. They promote equality and prevent discrimination. 4. Protection against interference. The law protects people from harm or interference by others, including government officials. They set boundaries and limit effort. 5. Same as other rights. Rights are not absolute and may be limited. In some cases, the implementation of one policy may conflict with another policy. Courts often strike a small balance to ensure consistency of law. 6. Clarity and openness. Clarity of the law allows people to understand what they have the right to protect. Uncertainty can lead to confusion and compromise of legal rights. 7. Access to justice. Effective laws require people to have access to the justice system, including legal aid, representation, and due process. Without practical methods, policy becomes more theory than practice. 8. Non-regressive. Legal rights often include the principle of non-regressiveness. This means existing rights cannot be reduced or revoked without reasonable cause and legal process. 9. Gradual realization. Economic, social, and cultural policies can influence progress. Governments attempt to maintain these policies over time, even if it is difficult to know immediately. 10. Respect for human dignity. The law promotes human dignity by protecting personal freedom, physical integrity, and general welfare. They contribute to the creation of a society that values and respects each person's inherent worth. Types of legal rights. Legal rights encompass a wide range of protections that ensure individuals' well-being, autonomy, and equality within a society. These rights can be classified into various categories based on their nature and purpose. Below are some types of legal rights and examples of each. Civil rights. These rights protect people's liberty and freedom and ensure that they can interact with the government and other people in a fair and equitable manner. Examples: freedom of expression, right to privacy, right to information, and right to a fair hearing. 2. Constitutional rights. 2. Political rights. These rights enable people to participate in politics and have a say in the governance of the country. Examples: the right to vote, the right to work, and freedom of assembly. 3. Economic rights. These rights pertain to individuals' economic well-being and access to essential resources for a decent standard of living. 4. Social rights. These rights focus on ensuring people have access to basic aspects of life, such as education and healthcare. For example, right to education, right to health, right to housing. Cultural rights. These rights recognize and protect the cultural identity, language, and heritage of individuals and communities. Example: right to cultural participation, right to use one's own language. 6. Environmental rights. These rights emphasize the importance of a healthy environment and the responsibility to protect natural resources for current and future generations. Example: right to a clean environment, right to environmental information. 7. Women's rights. These laws specifically address gender discrimination and promote women's equality and empowerment. For example, the right to gender equality, the right to avoid gender-based violence. 8. Children's rights. These rights guarantee the health, protection, and development of children. For example, the right to education, the right to prevent exploitation. 9. Religious rights. These rights protect the freedom of individuals to practice their beliefs without facing any obstacles. Example: religious freedom, right to believe. Labor law. These laws focus on workers' conditions, fair wages, and the ability to compete together. Example: right to join a union, right to fair wages. 11. Disability rights. These rights ensure that people with disabilities have equal participation and access to opportunities. Example: right to use accessible facilities, right to reasonable assistance. 12. Minority rights. These laws protect the rights of minorities and ensure that they are not marginalized or discriminated against. Example: right to cultural protection, right not to be discriminated against.